first time, under the bridge, into the Brooklyn Nelson complex, side by side for third, it's now 8th for James Allen, 9th for Dave Booth, who's lost a place, and in the top 10 is Fraser McNeil in the second of the Kilty K-Swaps cars. We'll check, that's big sideways moment for Tommy Knight, he's lost it! Round goes Tommy Knight. They were saying after practice, I heard he said the car was bouncing and skipping around. That might be a consequence of that, but Tommy Knight has had the worst possible end to his first lap. Big sideways moment, round he goes, and he's back to last and 23rd position, with it all to do with 12.5 minutes to go. End of lap number 1 as they come across the line to the end of first racing lap, and it is Selfie leads the way by 1.5 seconds. It's second place for Wright, third for Talbot, fourth for Brown. It's now side by side as Collins under threat for James Allen. Look, Dave Booty swarming around. This will be for 6th, 7th and 8th position as Booty tries to get up the inside of Allen, who then gets the power on and now pulls himself, trying to put himself level. Smith and Flame on the upshift. Rusty will check in. For Class B as they go through Parliament for the second time. Class B, Stackbury leads by half a second from Ryan Cunningham. Spencer Fortag is up 4 places away. He started already in class. He's up to 3rd in class and 14th overall. Lewis Barker 4th and Sammy Myler is in P5. And then the Class C battle. Callum Houchin has beaten Rowling off the line. And he leads the way in category from his compatriot who's in the same warning as him. So Thackeray there, you can see the Class B battle closing up. It's a nice 6-car collective battling a position. Thackeray trying to get away. Cunningham in second place, leading Fortag and Barker. Also watch for Sammy Myler there, just wiggling around in white and blue. That is number 9 machine. He's under threat from Sammy Lindster. That's one of the Ben Sharp racing cars behind the threat from Sammy Lindster. I should think I'm going to get that one wrong. In Class B, yes, Ben Sharp racing car for that collective. And then lap number 2 has come across the line. She's watched the Class B back. If anything, Dan Thackeray is catching the cars in front. Now what's happened here, because it looks as though James Alford has, well, this is a different map. This is James Alford who's getting alongside Fraser McNeil, and they're both chasing James Kiff and the Honda Integra. They go side by side for position, and they're being chased by the Class B leaders. So these Class A cars might be a different back of the road as they turn in through Ritchie's to complete the 3rd lap of the race. There's 2 laps in the books for the leaders. And Dan Brown set the fastest lap of the race, 2 minutes 5.229. And then he can't match that really. Is Will Self and another of the EG Civics, and the EG Civics certainly aren't working today. And Phil Wright was saying pre-race that he felt that the lighter, more agile cars would benefit here because of the tighter turns and the sort of long technical section that the 300 circuit offers, whereas the 200 layout is all about power, it's all about the straights, where the faster cars would certainly benefit. Even though Rick Phil said that, he's doing quite well in second place at this point in time, as Dan Brown just cops the inside wheel through Hamilton to Oggies, being chased hard by Kevin Tallman and the GC5 Integra. It's over. I don't big with the timing, so Dan Brown's got past Kevin Talbot since they came across the line. It was 1.5 tenths between them. So that means Dan Brown set the fastest lap of the race. He's also now past Talbot. He's up into 3rd place and trying to chase after Phil Wright in 2nd place. They're going to lead this. I must say, mental from Dave Booth. He's got to be quite right. On the outside line. line and the position is sprint back down the centre straight. Whilst that's going on, it allows both Barron and Allen to get away. And they now are nose to tail down towards Richie's corner to start lap 4. As Coulthard continues on, 2.5 seconds in the lead. Up the inside goes Allen, and that is a nice deep pass to pick up the final top 5 place, and through he goes. Barron down to 6th, as Collins now defends with Bookie. Bookie's one of those drivers where he won't give up. He's like a persistent sort of terrier who'll keep on sort of fighting the battle until he gets the position. To come out of the Montreal hairpin. Quick checking with the Class B runners whilst we watch our Class A to make sure we checking with them. Thackeray still leads Class B by 1.5 seconds from Cunningham. Mortag is in 3rd place, then Barker, Minor and Ninza. That's the top 6 all together in their own fight position. Lots of personal best coming on that 3rd lap. A little wide on the exit of Agostini hairpin. Then comes that scrap between Collins and Bookie. I wonder if there's a temporary truce there between them. They're going to try and catch up again. Here come the Class B runners behind that last little trio of Class A machines. There's Thackeray, Cunningham. Got Spencer Fortank chased down by Barker, and that's Tommy Knight, who is tearing his way through the field. He's got past Duncan Holloway. He's now to 18th place. He now has a 6-pack of Class C cars. That's qualifying pace is going for Dan Brown. He might be here for one round, but he wants to make an impact here and remind everybody, I'm the Class A champion from last year, and this is exactly why. We've got our Parrot Palmers. Now then, what pace has he got to catch after Will Self? Could this be a real duel of the EG Civics? Of course, they're both in the same stable. They're both in Garage 24. This will be an inter-team, inter-EG Civic battle between them. Phil Wright has slipped back to 3rd place, but he's quite comfortable in P3. He's only got some, what's that, 5.5 seconds over Kevin Talbot in 4th place. And Kevin himself is in no man's land too. He's got, he's roughly, 7 seconds. There he is in the background, just with the green PC 500 Technico shot. 4th for him, and quite a distance ahead of him, basically 7 seconds ahead of James Allen, who is now pulled away from the battle for 6th between Bob Barron and Ian Collins. Dave Boogie also giving close attention. It's about 7/10 between that scrap, so maybe we keep tabs on scrap for 6 going back, as well as the battles in the other classes. That's the biggest fault in class racing. Yellow flag. Station in the middle of the road. Now, if that car's not getting going, when again, first station. But actually, that's the red flag going again. That's like going out, racing stop, and there's specifically why, because we have Spencer Fortang's FN2 Civic is stationary in the middle of the road on the approach to Palmers, and not for them to get going overseas again. In terms of the race length, now typically when the race goes beyond 75% distance, that is when they usually declare a result. Now,